This is a Delta X-ray block. The original block was an EV block, an Echo Victor, and what I wanted to be sure of was that they both had 10:1 compression, and this being a DX block is a 10:1 compression, so I'm not going to lose any performance by using a GX, for example, which is only 8.5:1 and gives 85 horsepower or something like that. This is at least 100, and it's got the bigger valves in the head, so that is all good to go. Well, it is a truly miserable day outside. I'm going to try and remove this end cap for the crankshaft seal. I believe this is the main bearing seal side, which is where the flywheel is. I think I might just have enough space in here to get this off. Last one. I can't get it past. Oh man. Yes. That is the cap off. You can see that's the seal there, the large main seal. Now it doesn't look like it's been leaking out the seal here, but it has definitely been leaking out there. Use the blade again. There we go. Just use that blade. You can see it's been leaking a little bit. I have finally figured out how to mount the engine block from the side on my engine mount. Now what I should be able to do is rotate it to fit the sump and the sump gasket, and also I have complete and full clear access to either end of the block, so I can put the crankshaft seals on, balance shaft and the oil pump shaft seal. I can clean it on its side and not get any muck on the inside of the bores and in these waterways and oilways, but all ready to go. I have my two end seal cap things here. This is the belt side, and that's the flywheel side with the main crankshaft seal. This Allen head does not seem to be original. These are the little M6s, and there is an M8. They've got different torque settings. But first, I want to clean this up. I don't have to make it look new, but you can see that this has been a little bit damaged in the past. So I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, press that seal out, lube it, and then push the new seal back in. So what I have noticed on the edges of this cover, there are little burrs on here from previously where this has been removed. You can just see them along there. Now, a burr like that may or may not affect the sealing of the gasket. So what I'd like to do is I'm just going to run this gently over the edge. Much better. So this is the surface that fits against the sump. That's the surface that fits against the block. So in effect the sump bolts on underneath here. That is much better now. Great, let's clean up the front. So I've just taken my file and just beveled that edge over there, so now it's nice and smooth, and when I push the seal in, it's not going to catch on a burr on the edge here or a nick on the edge and prevent it from going in nice and smoothly. I've got myself a 32mm socket which fits beautifully over this new seal. It's also the same size that I used to smack out the old one. So I'm just going to lube this up and then press it into place. So I just used a little bit of assembly lube to lubricate the seal, and then I'm going to lubricate this inside lip, because that lip at the back is actually what does all of the sealing against the crankshaft. So I've made sure that this is nice and even the whole way around, and now I can refit it back to the engine. This is the gasket. It's a paper gasket for the back of this cover plate. Now, from what I've read and what I've seen on the internet, I need to soak this in oil a little bit so that it forms a good seal. Seems the right thing to do, so let's do that. We'll give it a little bit of oil, let it soak for a bit, and then fit it to the block. I'll pour a little bit of engine oil into this cap. Interesting way of sealing an engine. I would have thought that I would use VW sealant like on the T4, but I don't know if things changed, but this is the way it says, so this is what I'm going to do. Okay, presumably I don't need to soak it, like drench it, but it has absorbed this oil. There are these little pins on the side here that help position the gasket, and one side is an M8 and the others are M6. So the M8 is on that side there. I've got the oil seal lubed, so it should be a snug fit. Go. Get my rubber mallet and just tap it on. And what I want to be sure of is trimming this excess bit of gasket from the top here, because if I don't trim that off, when I put the sump gasket on, it will create an exit for the oil, and that will not be a good thing. The longer M6 bolt goes over there, opposite from the M8, and then the shorter M6 bolts go in these three positions over here. That M8 bolt is 20 Newton meters torque, and then these four M6s are only 10. Hopefully you can see just over there is where the gasket protrudes from the bottom of the engine block. Now I need to trim that off, or the sump gasket, which runs along here, is not going to get a nice snug fit. So I'm going to use my little blade and just go along there like that, away from the engine so it doesn't land up falling in. And that's the bit that I've trimmed off. Beautiful. Happy days. The next seal that I need to do is this one for the intermediary shaft, which drives the oil pump. This seal was leaking, if I remember correctly, and I've just pressed it onto the engine right now, and it slides on far too easily. So yeah, it's not making a good seal. Now on the back of this there is a chamfered sealing ring which fits into the beveled face of the engine block. So I just need to extract this, and I need to be careful I don't damage that plastic sealing ring at the back there, because I can't imagine how difficult it will be to get a new one of those. So first things first, got to get this seal out. VW do have seal extractor tools. Of course I don't have those. This does not look like it's ever been replaced. Right, this is the technique that I've used to get this seal out. This has definitely been in here since the engine was built, because it is rock solid. So what I've done is used one of these pliers that has a hooked end, and I've managed to get that in underneath here, and then pry it out by tapping with the mallets on the side, and that has destroyed it, but it's got it out. So you can see the seal pushes right in there. And now I can fit the new one. GoPro, stop recording. Tap it in. Bam bam. Perfecto mundo. You probably can't see, but it's pushed the seal down far enough to actually meet the machined face. So I know that that is in as far as it needs to go. Just to be sure, I'm going to give it a couple of taps with the 32mm socket. Great stuff. So this is where this seal needs to fit, on the intermediary shaft which drives the fuel pump. Now it does seem to want to only fit a certain way, and I've got to do this in such a way that it doesn't catch the lip and twist it. As it turns out, this seal carrier for the intermediary shaft, as it's called, is 25 Newton meters. Flywheel side now. Before I fit the main crankshaft seal on the flywheel end, I just need to get rid of all of this sealant that's here from a previous occasion. Time to do the rear main seal, the crankshaft main seal, the one that sits behind the clutch. You can see it is a whole lot bigger, because the end of the crankshaft over here is where the flywheel bolts to. Now this seal is quite interesting because it looks like it has a metal insert there, which is quite different to the replacement, which is just, it's got a metal insert but it's not exposed. You can just see the metal in there. and that goes in there. Here's the new paper one, which I have to apply some oil to again before I fit it to the engine block. What I'm going to do is support this carrier with these pieces of wood so that I do not destroy it. What tools am I going to use for that? Because obviously I don't have a socket that large. It'd be a pretty massive socket. Well, this was a lot easier than I thought. I just literally tapped the seal over there on the edge a couple of times and it came out. To fit this seal back in here, now that I've cleaned this up, I'm going to use a little bit of engine oil. Lube up the sidewall here. Some lube. Oh, this is going to go in really easy. Oh my gosh. Should it be that easy? Wow. Okay. Let's push this back so that it's... Okay, I've pushed that in too far. So I'm going to push it all the way through. And I'm going to actually push it in from this side. Nope, that's not going to do that. Okay, so I just need to remember not to push it so far. That was really easy. Should it be that easy? I don't know. I'm going to give it a little bit of oil here. 2 holes, 2 holes. So actually let's just, no shortcuts, let's give the paper gasket some oil. Okay, pop that over there. Give it a bit of oil. Let it soak in. Alright, let's fit it to the block. Just going to make sure that these little holes are clear. What I want to do is just trim gasket. Now these 6 M6 bolts on this seal carrier once again are 10 Newton meters, which honestly is not a lot. All done. Now I can do the sump. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.